Welcome back to the channel, buddy, and I hope you're doing fine. And we continue Rogue Trader. So, yeah, I've just opened the characteristics of my... oh my god. 1 strength, 5 toughness, 1 agility. Yep, fatigue. This is how I basically feel feel now. Almost said feel myself, yeah, but apparently we should not say like that. Okay, anyway, what are we going to take? Position cross. 70 commas, 70 position, low Imperium, low warp. We have, oh no, low Imperium is also not really good. Nobody have a good law except of me. Low warp, someone have more than me? No. Oh my god. Coercion. Gross. A blood. Okay. At least this one. Coercion. Me. Persuasion. Or commerce. Let's take commerce. I feel like we should take commerce. Okay, now. What do we need? We are taking fellowship in anyway. We are going to have 55. Good. Toughness or willpower? What toughness? Let's take toughness. I feel like it would be really important to have now. Okay, you. Oh, yes, the skill. Skills is good. Dual weapon combat. Character can attack with the second weapon in the current weapon set, in addition to the usual one attack per round. This attack suffers minus 20 penalty to weapon skill and ballistic skill, and it cost +1 AP more. Weapon and ballistic, so you can shoot and do dual swing, but doing dual is actually really good. Okay, I guess we're going to take this one. Dual combat. Nice. What do you have? Toughness. Maybe some toughness. Well, you have already 50. Strength would be nice, and weapon skill. Weapon skill 50. Strength 45. Let's get strength. Agility also would be nice, but let's get some strength to you, my man. Okay, you're taking awareness. That's good. Oh my god, this awareness. That's good. Logic, no. Imperium Zenith, Medicaid, Law Warp. Maybe Law Warp. Or Logic. Or warp. Perception. Willpower like already 60. Perception. Yeah, let's... No, wait a minute. Who have the best perception? Cassia 55 also. Okay, willpower maybe. 65. Okay, I guess doesn't matter. So willpower it is. You. Melee, no, melee weapon, it will not die. Instant retribution, grenadier. The first grenade used in combat does not spend AP and does not count toward the attack limit that turn. Whoa. Perception, strength, toughness, weapon skill. No, wait a minute. Oh, you have ballistic. Characteristic chain weapon, agility. Bolt weapon expert, no. Persuasion, medical law, demolition. We can take demolition actually. Athletics, aversion, demolition. Let's take demolition, yeah? Ballistic, good. What else? We have ballistic skill +5 and agility, perception. Let's get perception. I know. Next one. Mass, no. Persuasion, no. Corrose, definitely not. Wait a minute, Legrand. Oh, we have the buffs. Professional Lore Imperium. Avernus. Yeah, Avernus. Let's get Avernus. Willpower. Toughness. Or perception. You have really low toughness. You need some HP. And now Blade Dancer. Oh, yes. Yes. Skills. Melee weapon specialist. Of an axe and show ability of a hammer. Oh yeah, that's not what I do want. Dual weapon combat. You have. Wait a minute. Weapon? Why do you have weapon? Oh yeah, that's right. We can add some more strength or toughness, ballistic, chain, bolter, take use Medicaid, athletics, Eldari weapon, heresy. Yeah, agility would be okay. Oh, you're getting strength and weapon skill or more agility or weapon skill. Yeah. Okay, we've leveled up. We've completed searching for everything. Did we equip everything? Yep. Looks like we did. We will go there. Yeah. Okay. Guess it's time to move. This cultist, the spinner, his face covered. A spinner, his face covered in carved, bleeding glyphs, makes a respectful gesture of invitation. Let me show you the way, Doman. Take me to the enforcer in charge of the freight line hub. I have business with him. Yeah. We want to talk to what was his name? Francois, yeah? I guess Francois. I call him Francois. I believe. I don't remember. But we want to talk to him about all the stuff, yeah? We have some stuff to... Yeah, Francois. How may I serve you, Lord Captain? Yeah, you can. Were you in shootouts? Yes, there's been a raid on local Ghent. We finally cleared out Scoundrels who were smuggling goods to neighborhood compartments. No one escaped. Okay. I finished inspecting the bay. Will there be any orders based on the inspection conclusions? Oh yeah, there will be. Heretical, yeah, definitely we're not taking this. Dogmatic, only harsh measures will bring order to the bay, establish an execution quota, strip all corrupt enforcers of the ranks and burn away all crime. Any idlers are to be given a job, and if they cannot do anything useful, servitorize them, organize mandatory sermons and spread the word of faith. Oh, that's so... that's dogmatic? Really? Whoa. Harsh. Iconoclast. The workers are to be provided with everything they need to service the freight line properly. Food and medicine will be delivered to the bay, and you are to demote any enforcer found to be abusing the authority to the status of worker. Well, we have enough of fuel and uniform kit. I guess Iconoclast again. I do like. Captain needs a moment to handle his confusion. Orders understood. Yeah. Oculus Ignis gained ability educated labor. What? Iconoclast +3. Yeah, that's good. Oculus Ignis. Oh, that's our vessel. Gaining ability? Really? The flagship's hull integrity is increased by 10. The plating of all sectors of the flagship increased by +1. The freight line workers studied to the best of their ability, applying newly attained knowledge of the for the betterment of the ship. Thanks to their efforts, logical operations with the engineering bay have become more efficient, which has opened up new opportunities for fortifying the ship's hull. That's you know, first time in my life I can see such an interaction with I don't know how to call it. Like gaining abilities to your own vessel. That's so huge. That's so cool. Okay, thanks. I was attacked. Who did? I am the only one to. I am only going to ask this once. How did Wretched from the lower decks get? No. I encountered mutants in the pestilence pit. They seem to be under the influence of unholy power. Yeah. You went to the pestilence pit? You into the pestilence pit? Pardon me, Lord Captain, I just can't even begin to find the words I would use if I had to tell to Master at Arms that he has perished there. Oh, you don't underestimate me. Have you seen Lady Cassia? She just literally by herself disintegrated everything there. The enforcers do regular checks to see if there's any dangerous blight-stricken rejects hiding in the bottom of the bay. I implore you, let Captain leave this job to us. I'm only going to ask this once. How did wretches from the lower decks get their hands on the crate of autoguns? Autoguns? What they warp take me. They couldn't have bypassed the security of munitions train and walked away with cargo without help from someone in the enforcers. I execute one reprobate who was trafficking in weapon not too long ago, but even that moron wasn't greedy and stupid as to arm the rebels with autoguns. So there is another who dishonors the enforcer's uniform. I will find the Megaton, shove their head under the peasant train. Make sure you will do that exactly like that. It seems to me that there is a mutiny brewing in your compartment. Yeah, the trait of mutiny is always there, Lord Captain. We have uncovered several cells over the past months. Also, admittedly, no none of the traitors were armed with autoguns. We will redouble our efforts. The bastards will pay dearly for stealing our munitions. Oh, please. I've came across of drawing of work. What does it mean? It's a figure of local legend known as Nemesis, protector of the poor and oppressed. Oh, so this guy was a Nemesis. What was his name? Foreman. Ever since I was a child, desperate people have been drawing this portrait on the walls, hoping to summon a defender to punish those who wronged them. We've had 13 or so fools calling themselves Nemesis over the past 5 years. We've disturbed ourselves of them, but just to be sure. The cultural heritage of this compartment is interesting. Do I find these sentiments disconcerting or not? Let's say the third one. The cultural heritage of this compartment is interesting. Not much can be expected from simple-minded serfs. Yeah. Enforcers have been appropriating ration cards from workers returning from the ships. Why is that? Are you short on provisions? The compartment had just enough food to avoid starvation, Lord Captain. This is why the enforcers are making sure that no serf has more cards than they're supposed to. They used to rip out people's tongues for it, but I reduced the punishment to simply beating the thieves and confiscating all their cards. The order are to give these cards to workers who are starving due to lack of work shifts. Not that it helps them much, but it's better than nothing. Yeah. Are the enforcers guilty of misappropriating the confiscated items? Yes. Do those cards stealing receive severe punishment? Absolutely. Glad to hear that. Okay, Francois. Emperor protects. Time passed 3 days. Lord Captain here to report. Your order have been carried out. The compartment is already operating according to new procedure. Yay! Nice. Nice. So we've already received good ability. I believe it's good ability.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Nothing to say, Francois? Nah, nothing. Okay, Emperor protects, my guy. Emperor protects. Okay, I guess it's time to move. The bridge. This is the DLC? I guess this is the DLC. And I don't remember if this DLC was free one or not. I don't know. But anyway, I'm really happy. Oh, you know what I want? I want to visit my lady. If I remember, she must be somewhere. Yeah, here is she.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Nothing to
I
talk
have
about.
enjoyed.
Okay. Maybe I should invite her to my chambers. I know. A blood with his pick. I know. Let's do it, but let's do it later, yeah? Cassia Celio. Okay. Why is Ricardiphilia still? Points of interest detected. We've already completed this one. those points of interest. We have Astropathic Station and Raikat Minoris. Let's go to... Let's go? Or not? New Blood, Machine Spirit, land on Raikat Minoris. On this one. Let's get over here. Here. The Scream, Psychic Scream is coming from Astropathic Station. Blah blah blah. Astropathic Station is dead ahead of the void ship. It's motionless. There is a lifeless silence across the Vox frequencies. Its lights are out. Bad sign. Even those who have no warp sensitivity can feel the presence of death. It is here, looking into the shadows. All of this makes readings to report the ship Astropath, who claim to be hearing an incessant, ghostly howl emanating from the station, all the more disturbing. Deploy a scouting team. The enforcers offered the prayers and proceed to enter the Enchanty Station. Uncanny Station? That they saw inside was monstrous. Astropath upon the thrones, not quite here, not quite now, smudged as it were across time. Sevens reliving their horrible deaths again and again, only to be reborn out of ashes and blood into more agony. A moment later, the warp manifested itself here, twisting the very nature of existence. Oh my god! The main hall was covered in crust of psychic eyes. A green-robed blind old man sat motionless upon a tall throne. He was quite literally embedded in the ice, yet he was still alive and screaming. Low warp, send Zach, who is doing this? Idira, thank you. Send Zachary Vase to the station with a squad of bodyguards. Succeed. Chairmaster Vase boarded to the station in person and proceeded to the chair's hall. He stood silently for hours in front of man frozen in ice. He held a telepathic conversation with him. The Master Vase offered a prayer to the God Emperor, and unfortunate man passed away. Upon returning to the ship, Vase reverently represented the Lord's Captain with grim trophy. The late Chairmaster's amulet taken from his frozen body after death. Denial of nightmares. If worn by Psyker, the wearer gains immunity to horrors of warp effects. The horrors of warp, the target suffer -5 to weapon, ballistic, willpower, strength, and -1 resolve by difficulty tier of the demon for 1 round. Okay. I guess Cassia need this one. The psychic Shrek carrying across the Immaterium has been silenced, but this has brought the crew on relief. Why bot? But this has brought the crew to relief. That psychic Shrek across the Immaterium has been silenced. I don't understand why it's said but this. Okay, maybe I misunderstand something. Never mind. Disregard. A chilling realization came to the Astropaths when they discovered that the cry was masking a different sound, one even more terrifying and surreal. It was the melody of cataclysm born from warp storm of titanic power, so intense that the entire expanse must be able to hear it. It muffles Astropathic message and crawls into Psyker's mind, evoking everything the same image: dark, gaping, beastie mouth. A huge warp storm stretching across the galaxy, the result of catastrophic rift in real space, cleaving the universe in two. Now that the mature master has finally stopped screaming, the song of the Immaterium has reached the Rogue Raiders warship to order the station to be explored. There is definitely some heresy going on. Oh, I would die for the Grey Knights. No, not Grey Knights. They would definitely kill us after that. We should not know that they exist. I guess Inquisitors would be nice. Or does the station to be explored? A brief and chilling chronicle of the station's doom was found in the scribe's records. A warp disturbance of monstrous proportions wiped out half of the Choy at once, turning the astropods into living portals through which torrents of Immaterium energizes poured out. Those who lasted the longer bellowed and howled about black rift that has split the universe in two before and after, and the darkness that would devour the Astronomican's light. Burn the heretics, purge the unclean. Yeah, burn everything. White torpedoes shatter the fragile station. One can only hope that the unfortunate souls captured by the warp have perished along their home. 26 experience. I guess we've done something that we should not. But okay. Scanning. Added to the world's expanse. Starport. Yep. Let's go to Starport. Whoa. The hell is going on? Whoa. Hello, freaking hell! What the hell is going on now? What the hell is going on in this star system? The starport greets you with the din of ordnance, and the smell of explosive tickles your nostrils. It's difficult to tell through the smoke who is fighting at whom. Halt! Ja? Halt? Was ist das? Why, halt! Weapons on the ground or firing. Oh, you just dare to fire. A man in torn and dirty uniform hobbles toward you from behind the chunks of rockreed and crumbled plasteel. His cracked helmet is adorned with a crooked label that reads Sergeant Malgar. Alright, so our skies are in lockdown. The rebels are shooting down anything that flies, and you lot just happened to land in our rear without a scratch to show for it. And on shuttle like that, where did you get it? Stolen from the palace, isn't it? He visibly aware by the resplendent gold of your transport. Grab 'em, lads. We got ourselves the rebel landing force. Oh, just try. Abelard turns purple. Oh my god! By the Holy Throne, what is this mess? Oh, who are you, Sergeant? Just don't play with this, because this one is really bad. Abelard will just rip you apart with his bare hands. Idira glances around. They're in a rough spot, old man. Go easy on them. Um, I'm the rogue trader von Valances. Give me the status report this instant. With a mixture of awe and terror, he snaps to attention, raises his freshly cut chin like an exemplary soldier and box. My mistake, sir. At once. The starport is under control of the governor's wardens. Perimeter commander is Sergeant. Whoa! Frag grenade explosion cuts off the rest of the sergeant's watch. Shrapnel flies everywhere with a piercing screech. One of the soldiers falls to the ground, clutching the remains of his forearm. Ooh. That is now abandoned with crimson tatters. Blood is pounding out of the stump, and the soldier's agony is short-lived. The sergeant curses and hastily says an army prayer for the dead. There is actually a time, even if this things like that happen, there is still time to save his life. So yeah, okay, never mind. Disregard. With the raceman caught, the sergeant turns back on you. Pardon me, sir. Sergeant Lasse Malaga reporting. My unit is holding the starport on the governor's order. How may I serve? What's going on now? Unrest, armored rebellion in both the capital and the province. First the lower level spark, then it went up the spite. They hit the Vox hubs, the arsenal, the Mark train station. Okay. Then Felek tore off his mask, precisely because he knew about the trouble on Rykat Minoris. Oh yeah, the one guy. What's going on in this star system? He knew that no one of our allies would come to our aid. Cassia lets out a sorrowful sigh. You may continue your report, peasant. Oh my god. Cassia, chill. I know you're a lady, but god damn. My unit was here when it all went to the Groxes. The tech priest linked to the satellites reported sighting of some strange void ship in the system. Okay, that's interesting. They were orbiting the star until one of them set course for landing on Rykat Majoris. The governor took particular measures and ordered to increase security at the key facilities. Everyone knows that whenever something's not right, you better double the warden details. The alarm was raised and they were sent to secure the starport. It's the only reason we are able to hold it. Wait a minute, two strange warships, yeah? And one set course for landing in Rykat Majoris. We were on this is Minoris. Rykat Minoris. We were on Rykat Majoris. We haven't seen. Maybe we should go another one time? Okay. They're crushing us. The scumbags crushing us. You were late to arrive on Minoris. Yeah. We've done everything across this star system except of this one. It's been the whole turn since the last reinforcement came in. We're running low on ammo. Every other fighter is wounded. I don't know how bad it's in the streets, but they drive us out of here any minute. What caused the rebellion? Ill thoughts. We've fallen on hard times. The ground keeps shaking. Things keep exploding. The people are scared. They're forgotten all about their duty. And that's when those Emperor forgive me preachers came. They started riling everyone up. Sure enough, we shot a few, but they just keep coming more and more. What preachers? How can some pathetic rebellion because enough for such a lucrative welcome ceremony of. Oh, no, 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 no! I'm not doing this one. No, 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 no. Who are you anyway? Sergeant Leslie Malgas, 11th generation loyal soldier of House Winterscale, awarded 3 commendation for faultless service. Ever since the olden days, his lordship, the Rock Trader, has recruited soldiers and shipwrights on ragged minorities, so there is no greater honor for Racadian than serving his lordship with diligence. I cannot leave you and your people without aid. Reinforcement will be sent from my ship. I live to serve. Oh, I so like when they're saying something like that. I live to serve. The sergeant is so astonished that he only barks out the mandate words of gratitude after non-mandated lengthy pause. We won't fail, we won't forget, we'll be praying for the Emperor, to the Emperor for you, your lordship, sir. I just realized maybe I'm spending my crew like... maybe I shouldn't, I don't know. We'll see, maybe we will have some consequences of that. Do you happen to know if member of the Inquisition has come here? At the word Inquisition, the surgeon's face fills with awe. I don't know, sir. There definitely haven't been any visitors like that on my watch. You might have to inquire at the headquarters, your lordship. I'm going to see the governor. If I may report, sir, as long as the rebels keep shooting their damned anti-aircraft batteries, there is absolutely no way to shuttle you to the governor. It would have to be on foot, and the streets are dangerous. Well, we need to shut down the AA batteries, I guess. On foot. You don't know me. Don't talk to me like that. I'll burn you alive. I have no one to send with you as an escort. We don't need any escort, we have Cassia. As assigned, all available troops to accompany the esteemed tech priest to the governor. I will Voxcast order to them to wait for you, and I'll inform headquarters they better send out convoy to meet you halfway. Meanwhile, we will follow the governor's order and hold the line here. Yeah, hold the line. Idira frowns as her gaze grows distant, as if she's looking through the sergeant. You're a good soldier, but you've got a lot of blood on your hands, both yours and others. You know, the same hand that salutes now might falter in darkness. Rank and epaulets won't save you from bitterness. Pardon me, my lady, but I can't get my head around these fancy words you're saying. I've seen plenty of blood, but trust me, I'll fight till my last drop. The surgeon shakes his head in disappointment. If only Sergeant Davian of Therium was here, he may have completely lost his marbles, but if I'd let him accompany you, you could have walked all the way to the governor's palace without any harm befalling you. Davian Therium? Who's that? One of ours, a veteran. No idea how he wound up here. The man from Atoma Prime. Atoma Prime! Oh, I know this one. I've read about this one. The other end of the galaxy, silent, sharp, crazy eyes, but you should see him slay enemies of humanity. There's none like him. The surgeon cast a glance somewhere past the support. When it started, he went missing out in the street somewhere. Worse news for the rebels, thought. He's an absolute beast in close quarters combat. Oh, maybe we will find another one guy and we will be able to swap Idira, I guess? Yeah. Is the path ahead dangerous? What exactly awaits here? 5-team veteran. Okay. The surgeons sides heavily. Although our roadblocks are gone, the whole place is in rebel hands. The city is almost lost. Yeah, I was really late. So no help will come. We are surrounded by rebels, and watch your steps. The streets are chock full of mines. Okay. Need to be really careful. Logic test succeeded. Who succeeded? Yay, Durham. Oh, I need someone who will have logic. Who would have better logic. His remark about mines lodges itself in your memory. More than anything, you'll need to watch the ground and not your surrounding. You'd rather risk a shot from rebel or jittery soldiers than experience a few handfuls of little frag shrapnels resting on the top of some 300 grams of explosives Fiseline. Oh yeah, I'll know about that a little bit. Yeah, just a tiny bit. What tech priest? A very important person from the Adeptus Mechanicus arrived to the last shuttle before they locked down the sky. He kept on asking whether anyone by the name of Armand or something like that had recently arrived. Barely answered any questions, said he was under no obligation to tell us anything. Well, that's Adeptus Mechanicus, they're also always like that. He demanded to talk to the governor personally, so I had to send quarters of my troops with him to keep trouble at bay. You're a good soldier. I will see that your heroism is you're full. Good fighter would have long since reclaimed the star, but no. You're a good soldier, Malga. I will see that your heroism is noted. Sergeant blushes slightly. I live to serve. Another explosion interrupts the sergeant's words. With a sigh of relief, he turns to his soldiers and spits out a booming series of command. Do what you can do, my man. Do what you can do. And oh, here's some. There is something going on. Okay, so the goods is good.
So this is how vast the sky is. It is no wonder that mutiny broke out here. How can order be maintained in a place without compartments or bulkheads?
Yeah.
I would argue that it is not the size of the territory, but the competence of the governor that matters. Ugh. He did not even send a proper cortege to meet us.
Garcia, chill, please, chill. You too fancy. And I guess Gibelach is first time seeing this guys. Okay, guys, unfortunately, that's it for today. Doing my best to keep daily uploads, but it is what it is, yeah. Anyway. Really hope that you're safe down there, wherever you are, US, UK, or other parts of this huge world. And as always, wishing you a good day, and I'll see you really soon. Bye bye.